scoring, facilitating, which is tough on a point guard.
Yeah, I would say that, one, he has incredibly high basketball instincts, so I feel like that's probably something he has as good of a feel for as anyone. We've had scoring point guards here in the past, and I think that's something that we do try to talk to him about it with. And, when I think there are two things. When they're driving or playmaking, I feel like their instincts will take over, and Jacob will always make the right decision. I feel like three-point shooting, that's something that is a little bit trickier. When to turn one down to get something better, or throw to somebody else, or when to look for your own shot when it's a three-point shot. So I think more kind of letting him make the decisions, and then once in a while advising on, maybe that one was a little bit quick, or that one was a little bit out of character. But I think going into it, I think his instincts would be better than better than the judgment that anybody else could give.
Thanks.
We asked after Duquesne if a young team can pass too much. Is that part of what went wrong at St. Joe's in the last few minutes?
Well, yeah, probably. I think we could have been more aggressive. I feel like, we made a commitment to really try to get the ball into the paint, and I feel like Grant and Nate took the most shots against the zone, which isn't always the case against the zone. But I do think we passed up a couple of open opportunities, or a couple of opportunities to create. And I feel like as the game got a little bit tighter and more tense, I feel like that showed up on our part, and we didn't maintain our aggressiveness. And so passing too much would probably be the result of that. But I think, us being a little bit more aggressive and staying more aggressive were the things that we're trying to teach and improve upon.
I know that it was a loss that stung with the way that it ended, especially with St. Joe's kind of catching fire there down the stretch. Is there a way to flip that and kind of use that burn the guys have and turn it into a positive, or not really?
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, it's tough. I mean, in basketball, there are no ties, there are no B minuses. I mean, it's an A or an F. And so it's tough because I felt like our effort was good. I thought we played great for a long period of the game. And so it becomes more and more, it becomes challenging. But yes, I think that, a competitor is motivated by competition, but also by, falling a little bit short, or everybody, when it's that close of a game, everybody has a play or two right in the front of their mind that's, boy, if I had made that play, if I had made that decision, if I had done that better, we could have won the game. And I think that's a very motivating fact. And as long as you don't feel sorry for yourself, then you'll recognize that motivation and act upon it.
You played really well in the tournament against the Bonnies, and they have a much different looking backcourt. What do you see when you sort of observe what St. Bonaventure has going on?
They're young. Obviously, they lost two really, really good players. So people probably took them lightly early on in the season, didn't think they were going to be that good. But obviously, they're pretty well. They've had a couple injuries. Brought back, I think their best player got hurt. He's back now. He's been playing pretty well. So we're just not going to take them lightly. Obviously, we haven't been playing too well lately, so we need this win anyways.
Amongst you guys in the locker room, have you tried to talk to each other about just shooting more, maybe getting out of your own head, not as many passes, especially as the games wind down?
We've definitely talked about it. Something we've talked about in the locker room with coach, without coach. We talked about it amongst ourselves. We have to shoot. We have to kind of play free, kind of just play without thinking too much.
Is there any? I know the loss stung for you guys on Wednesday night. Is there any way to channel that into positive for motivation about kind of holding on to that feeling and using it for gain?
There's a way. Obviously, we thought we should have won the game. We got cold down the stretch. A couple plays in the second half didn't go our way. But it was definitely a game we should have won. So we're kind of just taking it as we should have won. We played good. We played a pretty good first half, didn't play a great second half. So we kind of just got to ride that first half momentum.
What were the different things there? Why did you play a good first half, and then what was different?
I think with our youth, a lot of times we play not to lose rather than play to win. I think you can see that often. So I think that shows up a little bit. We tend to try and get a really, really good shot, whereas we pass up open shots, like you said. We try to get a really good one, waste some time, and so I think that kind of hurts us later on in the game, especially when we have a lead and just need to keep building it rather than taking our foot off the brake or taking our foot off the gas.